What's up, guys? Happy hump day. Today's Wednesday the 8th. I'm going to be reviewing trades from Monday through Wednesday, so February the 6th through the 8th. I'm pretty excited to review them. I'm having a good February so far. I'm up. Bitcoin's dropping right now, which is pretty fun to see. Just, wow, a lot of selling pressure, huh? Hope y'all are doing well. I bought a Jeep recently. I got myself a Jeep Wrangler. Pretty excited. I love it. It rides rough and it looks cool, so the ladies dig it. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are in the green, and if you're in the red, that's fine. That's part of the process. So hope you're learning from your mistakes and not getting too bogged down with the red days. Okay, it's okay to have red days. Wow, that's a big red candle. It's okay to have red days, as long as you learn and grow from them. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into these trades. Okay, guys, so actually just going to be reviewing Tuesdays and Wednesdays trades. I thought I had Mondays trades recorded, but I do not. So Tuesday I took 3 trades and Wednesday I took 2 trades. So this is the first trade of Wednesday. I saw SPY was consolidating above the pre-market low level, pulled back, pushed up, and was consolidating above it. So I was looking to go long here. Okay, finally got out there. Thought this was an okay setup, good, not great, maybe not even good, just okay. I don't like it as that much, as we really haven't chosen a direction yet. We don't know where we're going. I was hoping we were going to go up, but we're still in this kind of weird consolidation phase where the direction really isn't that clear. So I don't like that setup a whole lot, but I did take a good setup that allowed me to have a good risk. This is a clear risk to risk off of. I like this level. It looked like it was going in my favor briefly, and then it pulled back aggressively, and I kind of froze like a deer in the headlights a little bit and did not execute my stop immediately. And that's just something that I need to work on, is sticking to my stop. Okay, on SPY and Triple Q for the second trade of Tuesday, I saw we were forming a descending little channel here. And there was a upward trend that we were bouncing off of and we couldn't get above, and then we got above it, but I was still looking to go short here. I was very short biased, and I don't like the setup a whole lot. I don't like that I took it, but I did. And what I was thinking was I was willing to risk off of this 409 level. Thought that was going to be a pretty significant point to risk off of for some reason, and I just really wanted to trade. I was very trigger happy Tuesday, and I wasn't willing to wait for good setups. So because of that, I was just taking these suboptimal setups and taking a couple L's. Okay, got stopped out there. Kept my losses small for this one, but again, I don't like this setup. I don't like how it looks. I wish I wouldn't have taken it. I did, and then once it started falling in my favor, I wish I would have gotten ready, maybe gotten out of a contract as it was falling, just to lighten my load, as again, the setup didn't look too great, but I held both contracts and then I set a stop and got stopped out at a pretty good point. That was a good stop to set, but besides that, I didn't like this trade a whole lot. Okay, for the third and final trade for Tuesday, I saw SPY and Triple Q actually set an inflection point where SPY was having trouble getting above this 409.5 level, 409.51, and it finally pushed above it and then ran nearly all the way to 410, and then was pulling back and retesting this 409.5 level. I waited a little too late and got a not great entry. I kind of chased it a little bit. I still got in, and I still executed this trade pretty well. Okay, got out of one contract there for a nice little win. Then set a stop on my last contract and got stopped out right there. I don't really like that stop a whole lot. I think it's okay, but I wish I was a little more flexible with my stop. If I just had a better entry, I could have been a little more flexible. But because I chased a little bit and I got filled at not a great price, I was a little more anxious in this trade, and so I set a little more aggressive stop because of that. How this trade played out was pushed up, got really close to 410, pulled back. That's where I got stopped out of my last contract, and then it continued to run. So I just need to give it a little more wiggle room and allow it some breathing room to continue working in my favor. Okay, now for Wednesday's trades. These were some really pretty setups. I loved these setups today, and I missed a couple good ones too, but I took a couple good ones, and I'm really happy with how I executed them. So with SPY, it touched this 413 level 3 times. This was 1, this was 2, and then earlier at market open it was touching it too, and it bounced off of it. And then we pulled below it, we dumped below it really aggressively, broke a very nice breakout play here, pulled back, and we were retesting it here, and this was where I was waiting for this setup. I was waiting to go short here and hope for a rejection and a continuation towards the downside. Okay, I was getting a little nervous in this trade as it wicked a little bit here. We fell and then wicked, and then we fell and then we were wicking again, and I was just getting a little nervous, so I wanted to lighten my load just in case we did reverse and start going up again. Very nice move there, super nice, very well executed. I set a stop on my second contract at around break even, and then I just let the price action work. I didn't get stopped out during this pullback against me. I kept my cool. I allowed the price action to continue working, and then we had a nice move in my favor. As it was dumping, I was slowly adjusting my stop. So as the option price was going up, I was adjusting my stop up as well. And I got stopped out at 118 or 119. Got filled at 118. So a really good move on those contracts, on that last contract I was holding, and had a very good winner for the day. Okay, and now for the second trade on Wednesday. This is the final trade. Spoiler alert. I saw SPY and Triple Q were consolidating above inflection points, pretty significant inflection points. So SPY was consolidating above 411, Triple Q above 304.5 level, and there was a lot of wicking, a whole lot of wicking, which I liked, a whole lot of buying pressure in this area. So I was looking to go long in this area and hoping for a bounce. Okay, I sold one of the contracts there just to lighten my load. Wish I would have held it a little longer. I think I just got a little nervous and wanted to capture some profits. And just to scratch that itch, I did it, I sold, and then I just was a little more at peace with holding the last contract because of that. Then I set another stop on my last contract and got stopped out there. Just a small win there on that trade, but I did like this setup a whole lot. I loved how there was a lot of wicking here, a lot of buying pressure, and it was a very clear point to risk off of. I love this point. I love how clean it is. It provided a really good setup for me and a good risk to reward, just a nice edge here. So although this win wasn't big, it was still a win, and it's still those small wins add up. And this was like a high probability trade. I like this setup a whole lot. I think I had an edge here, and I think I executed it pretty well. Okay, now to review the account. So this is what the month of February is looking like so far. Doing pretty good. Had a really good day today. Really happy with that. And the previous 2 days I've been keeping my losses small, which has been nice. This is what we're looking like for the month of February. We're up 29 bucks, not too bad. Our win rate is about 43%, which is higher than it usually is than my average, so that's good to see. That's very nice to see. Our average losing trade is about $6, and our average winning trade is about 3 times that, which is very nice. So I'm keeping my losses small and allowing my winners to work a little longer. If I can keep that up, that'd be great. I hope I can. I just have to wait for those quality setups and then execute those setups well. Now this is what it looks like for the start of the account. Gonna see a little more red, I think. Kabam. Oh yeah, we crossed that $1,000 threshold. We're down $1,024 since the start of the account. So that is not very fun to see, but we are learning and growing. We are growing. Although we're losing some money, we are growing, and we're focusing on the long run. We're focusing on the process. Our win to loss ratio is 32% overall. That's our average. And again, if you remember, for the month of February, it's about 42%. So we're doing better. We're learning and growing. And this is what the cumulative P&L looks like for the start of the account. All we need is one really, really good day. If we get a 1,000% return on an options contract, we're gonna be sitting in good shape. So that's all we need. I think my little puppy dog has to use the restroom, so I'm gonna finish this up really quick. To review the notes, the mistakes, I missed some good setups as I was fearful of being wrong. One way to mitigate that is I need to make a plan before I get into the trade and before the setup even presents itself. For example, if we're consolidating and then we break out, I can already plan a trade for when or if we come back and we retest a certain level. Then I can execute based on my plan and not execute based on how I'm feeling. I forced some trades because I was just trigger happy and I wasn't willing to wait for good setups. One way to counteract that, or one solution, is just to start the day meditating on the fact that it's okay not to trade and that it's good not to trade if there's no setups presenting themselves. I got stopped out too early on one trade. I talked about it earlier. I think one way to help that is just working on my entries. If I have really good entries, then I can have a little more looser stops and not be so anxious in the trades. Another way to help that is I can capture profits on my first contract and lighten my load, and then that also helps me with my anxiety during the trade. These are the things I did right. I looked at QQQ while I was trading to support my thesis. I journaled the same day of my trades. I captured profits at price targets. I started looking at daily and 4-hour time charts before the day began, just to get an idea of where the big picture is and where the market is trending. And then I did not overstay my welcome in trades, especially today, Wednesday. I set good price targets, and then I noticed when it was starting to be a little iffy, and I got out. I didn't wait. I didn't get greedy, but I captured my profits and got out of there, and kept my losses really small. I read Deep Work. Finished reading that or listening to that on Audible. Would recommend it. It's a great book about focusing, just how to focus, how to clear your mind and get a lot done. I would recommend that, and I've been starting to do that with trading. It's been really helping me out, and just clearing your environment of distractions so you can focus on what's in front of you. Turning your phone on airplane mode or silent, shutting your door, just getting in the zone, and then working on what's in front of you and not getting on anything else. Social media, clearing all that. It makes a whole lot more difference when I turn off my phone and when I just focus on trading or work. I enter a zone and I just get a whole lot done, and I learn and grow a whole lot more too. I'm focusing on finding an edge right now. I'm in the process of doing that, trying to find good setups, good strategies, and then take those. So I'm just being patient with myself, and I'm realizing that losing is part of trading, and it's part of finding a good setup, a good strategy, is having to lose as well. So I'm just focusing on that, trying to have a scalping mindset. So trying to focus on setting hard stops, sticking to the stops, focus on making a different price target. Not so aggressive, but focus on 50 cents to $1 price targets. Just those moves can add up, and that can be a lot for options. So trying to have a price target scalping mindset and not set huge price targets, but just nice, small, consistent price targets where I have an edge. And then also my time to hold. I'm trying to hold for a few minutes to maybe even 20 minutes, depending on the move. But usually just, 2 to 4, maybe 6 minutes, maybe a little more or less, give or take. But just focusing on that and knowing that I don't want to hold too long, that I'm going to be in this position pretty short, and just accepting that fact and knowing going into the trade, knowing how long I want to hold it. I also listened to Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Again, great book. I've listened to it 2 or 3 times. Maybe 3 or 4. I think it's just one of the best trading books. Just psychology on your mindset with trading. I would highly recommend it. It's very good. I'm trying to focus on 0 to 2 great setups per day. I'm not trying to take every okay setup. I'm trying to sit on the sidelines and just wait for those great setups to present themselves. And when they do, that's when I want to be in the market. But if they don't, I need to be okay with just sitting on the sidelines. One quote that I liked that I just thought of is, "Your problems point to your blessings." So one of the problems I've been having with trading is I've been losing money, and it's been kind of discouraging. But that also points to my blessing of being able to trade. A lot of people don't have the blessing of trading. They don't have the time, or they don't have the technology. They don't have like a laptop to trade on, or they don't have the capital. They don't have the money to do it. So it's just a blessing for me to be able to trade and learn and grow. And so I'm trying to focus on that even though that trading is not going great right now, that I'm still losing and it's not profitable yet, that's still a blessing. I'm still blessed to have the ability to trade and lose money. And then subscriber count. So my subscriber count as of now, the recording of this video, is 179. We're coming up to 200, which is really exciting. I'm gonna start updating that every video, just so y'all get an idea of how we're growing over time. I think it's pretty cool. And so yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Thank you for helping my channel grow. Very exciting and encouraging to see that. I'm going to be making a Discord here soon. I want to form a trading community where we can all bounce ideas off each other and encourage each other during this trading process, because I know it can be very discouraging at times, and it's just nice to have other like-minded people to lean on. So gonna be doing that sometime soon. Keep your eyes peeled and ears clear for that news. Thank you all again for taking time to watch this video, to support me. Hopefully it's providing y'all some value and entertainment, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.